Now, Amanda Seyfried, she's an actress. I don't know if many of our audience would be familiar with her work, but she's refused to apologise for calling Charlie Kirk hateful. In fact, the actress has doubled down, telling Who, What, Where that I said something that was based on actual reality and actual footage and actual quotes. What I said was pretty damn factual, and I'm free to have an opinion, of course. Except Kinsey, she seems to think that Charlie's opinions were hateful, and I can almost guarantee that there is a large gap between what this woman thinks she knows and what the reality is.
Yeah, in her initial Instagram post, she alluded to the fact that Charlie brought this on himself, his murder on himself. No one deserves to die for their
Disgusting.
opinions. We can all look like monsters when we're taken out of context, and she's been in the media long enough to know that. Amanda does have a right to her own opinion, but she risks alienating half the country when she doubles down like this. Charlie's children are without a father today. How would that make her feel? She has children. There is no excuse for that, and her comments aren't helpful.
And she justified what she said by saying, it's my opinion, and she's entitled to that opinion. But then she seems to think other people have brought on an assassination by stating their opinion. And if you think Charlie Kirk is hateful, the joyful warrior that he was, who was so polite and so kind, even in the most robust debates he had, I mean, really, you are existing in a parallel universe. Now, this wouldn't have happened a few years ago, Kinsey. We've got more actors coming out and endorsing Donald Trump. Have a listen to Kelsey Grammer, the man behind Frasier. He had a little jab at the Democrats' expense and then praised Donald Trump.
What I always love is when the Democrats start talking about affordability, you always know they're going to charge you twice as much and spend 3 times as much.
Kinsey, he went on to say some very complimentary things about the president, and we had Sylvester Stallone earlier in the week also making some very positive comments.
You know what? The UK is rapidly growing global production wise. It's stolen so much business from Hollywood, and it's taken a significant amount of work away from LA. Home Alone 2's Donald Trump does love and appreciate Hollywood and wants them to get back to work. It's our politics that have really put a lot of these actors and actresses out of work. Thank you, Governor Gavin Newsom. Trump's even reportedly pushed Paramount to greenlight Rush Hour 4. Maybe we'll hear more stars that miss when America dominated the TV and movie industry speak out in support of the president. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fascinating because there definitely is a bit of a cultural shift. These are just comments that wouldn't have been made 4 years ago or even during that first term. Now to Gwen Stefani, the singer songwriter, she's been under attack for partnering with a prayer app that is not pro-abortion. Who could have thought that a prayer app would not be pro-abortion, Kinsey? She's a Christian woman. Is she expected to endorse pro-abortion apps? What's the issue here?
Exactly. Gwen Stefani doesn't even endorse anything but prayer and meditation throughout these social media posts. Jack Nicholson is pro life, Kelsey Grammer, who we just spoke about, Justin Bieber. And none of those people have ever shoved that opinion down our throats like the other side. At Christmas, we celebrate a baby sent to save us. That's the reason for the season. So why should personal faith be treated like a controversy?
Now let's talk about the Met Gala. Beyonce, Nicole Kidman and Venus Williams have been unveiled as the co-chairs for the 2026 Met Gala. The 3 stars have been tapped to work with industry icon Anna Wintour on next year's event. And Kinsey, the theme is going to be costume art and a celebration between the intersection of the human body and art. It sounds terribly pretentious already.
Sounds a little slutty. Nicole Kidman, I'm going to say, is the standout star here. We love Nicole Kidman, but I feel like the Met has taken such a deep decline. And let me just predict right here on your show, this is the first time I'm saying this, Meghan Markle has been trying to make nice with Vogue for favorable coverage and to secure a ticket to the Met Gala with Beyonce on board. That's a realistic option for her. Once the Met Gala goes rent-a-prince and jamfluencer, it becomes completely irrelevant. The Met dumpster fire, more like it.
Surely she can get a ticket to that. I mean, everyone seems to be getting a ticket these days. I don't think that's going to be much of a coup for her. Laura Sanchez Bezos is going to be the lead sponsor of the 2026 Met Gala. I guess you can do that after you marry one of the richest men in the world. But has the whole thing kind of lost its luster already?
It has. I mean, the ultimate objective originally was to secure some of America's fiercest art dealers and art connoisseurs, and it's now just full of influencers, TikTokers, and Kardashians. So it's not what it once was, but it does seem to be taking an even steeper decline lately. You don't see even couture. It just feels like a silly costume contest.
I think it jumped the shark when AOC attended. Remember, I think she had tax the rich or something like that on her dress. So I think right then and there, the Met Gala completely lost its luster, jumped the shark, and we really couldn't care less. Though every now and then there's an outfit that is stunning. Kinsey Schofield, we always appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time tonight.